Hey guys, Anthony with Organically Grown Muscle. I help you guys improve mental and physical health without using fitness supplements. So I'm super excited to bring you this workout. We are going to be doing a pull-up day. So this is for those of you at home right now who have a pull-up bar and you want something to do with it. So hopefully you have a band. If not, I'm going to be showing you guys some regressions so you can do that anyways. Even if you don't have a band, you'll be able to do the pull-ups, right? So let's just get straight into it. What we're going to do today is work on all sides of the pull-up and a way to concentric, eccentrically, isometrically hold yourself. So that way we're working every single part where we have to pull ourselves up, let ourselves down, and get to a point where we can just hold ourselves pretty comfortably. So let's get started with a little bit of a warm-up. The best thing to do for a warm-up, if you have a band, if not, that's good too. I'm gonna grab this band though, smack me in the face with it. So you're gonna hold your hands in front and we're just gonna start warming up the shoulders. A big part of pull-up is your shoulder retraction. So we really wanna make sure we're first off working those retractor muscles. So hands in front, and then what you're just gonna do is pull this band out to the side, squeeze the muscles, keeping the arm nice and straight, and then letting that band go. And you're just gonna keep that going for me. Now, if you don't have a band, I'm putting the band down. Those of you who do, keep going. You're just bringing the arms out and thinking about squeezing the shoulder blades together, right? Hands in front, squeezing these shoulder blades. Now, it's gonna help bring tension to the shoulders and upper back. So when we go to do the pull-ups, it's gonna be a little easier. Shoulders are gonna be set. All right, shake that one out. You're gonna grab the band again. If not, you don't have one, I'll show you that as well. Bringing the hands overhead. We're just gonna pull this down. But what we wanna do is bring the band behind the head while keeping the arms straight. So you're just pulling down to the side, arms are completely straight, and then you're bringing it back up. As you can see, I'm a little wobbly, especially down here, right? So you might even need to widen your hands a little bit to make it easier. Squeeze on the way down. Arms as straight as possible. Give you all angles here. And you only want to go until the band's just in line with your arms. That's good enough. I hold it like this, whatever's comfortable for you. Good, now on this next one, I want you to hold it, guys. And then we're gonna do a good stretch for the front shoulder. I like doing this before pull-ups because we're rounded forward. That's usually our position. So letting these bands go behind us, and that'll pull on your hands so that your arm will go a little bit behind the body. And then you're just gonna bring it right back. So let it go, comes off the back a little bit, feel the stretch in the shoulders, and then pulling it right back. Gonna do this a few times. Just feel that stretch a lot through the chest, maybe even up in the biceps. Let's get a couple more. And last one. Good, bring that band overhead, shake it out. We're gonna keep going on those shoulder blades right now. So what I want you to do is lean forward. We're gonna bring the arms up overhead and then just start pulling the arms down, and we're mimicking a pull-up, right? So we're starting to engage the same muscle group, squeezing tight with the fists, pulling everything into the side. Elbows as close as you can, arms reaching overhead as straight as possible. Same thing, pulling them down and to the side, squeezing the elbows in. There we go. You just keep that going. Deep breath. Trying to mimic the pull-up. Think about squeezing the stomach. That's a big part of doing a pull-up as well. Two more. Squeeze in. And last one. Squeezing down. Nice job, guys. Shake it out. All right, let's get started on this. So the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna go through each of those muscle actions as I talked about. So we have concentric, which means we are contracting the muscle and overcoming the weight, right? So if I'm pulling myself up, I'm overcoming my body weight. that means I'm using my concentric muscle action. So I'm pulling up, squeezing, that's concentric, right? So then when we talk about eccentric, that's when we're letting the weight go. So a lot of the times, especially with pull-ups, people have the tendency to do a pull-up and focus on that concentric and then just let themselves fall on that eccentric, right? So that's a problem because we're losing, for one, a bunch of control in the core, stability in the back, but then we're also losing a lot of growth and technique that can help us do the concentric pull-up. Because eccentric is actually going to be a little easier. So if you can't pull yourself up, you may be able to start all the way at the top and then let yourself down even, right? Because you're going to be a little bit stronger. Now the other one we're going to go through is isometric, and that just means we're holding the exercise. So I'm going to show you a couple of them, but just like a dead hang, if I were to hold halfway, this is isometric, just holding. And now that's good for a lot of reasons, but you're just building time under tension. Main reason, right? Holding the top, you have your whole body weight you're picking up, and that's super important. So let's get started. We're gonna go with round one, which is going to be the concentric one. So with the concentric action for these, we're gonna focus on doing 5 reps, okay? So that means you're gonna pick a band, if you have those at home, that equals 5 reps for you, right? So put the band up, bring this band, you should have a pull-up bar right in the A-frame if you have one of those in your door frames, A-frame, and then maybe even one of those that just goes across the bar. So what I want you to do is wrap the band across over the bar, and you're just gonna pull one through, right? Now if you wanna get really technical with this, you wanna try to bring the top over and match, just like that. So if you can see that, they are layered on top of each other rather than staggered. This will just give the band more control, also makes your bands last longer. So that's what you want to do, and then you're going to get a stool or a step, something that you can hopefully pull this band down, right? The bigger the band, the harder it's going to be, so you're going to have to be pretty flexible or step up a little higher. So we're going to push this down, and you're going to bring the other foot in, right? Now you have the option of keeping one foot out. That's perfect. That works just fine. But I like to just do both feet. Keeps me more stable. I can keep tension on the stomach. So now with this, you're going to try to do 5 reps. Now if this band is too tough and you only get 2, that means add another band, right? So you get to the point where 5 reps is something that's doable because we're going to do it a few times. So for the first one, overhand pull-up. Hands not too close. We're gonna go a little wider. That'll give us room to bring the elbows out a little bit to the side instead of right in front of us. And then you can just step off this stool or whatever you're using all the way down. Now when we're doing pull-ups, guys, we wanna think about that tuck. So we've talked about it, butt's going out, we don't wanna do that. No arch, we're squeezing the glutes, sucking the stomach in, pointing the toes forward. You wanna keep your lower body in this position the whole time. Then from there, you're just pulling your way up, trying to get chin all the way above the bar. Now that's full range of motion. You need to make sure you're getting that. If you're doing this, that doesn't count, right? No good. You're missing that whole part up here, which is the hardest part. So make sure you can get all the way up. Now guys, if you don't have a band, that is okay. As long as we have something, a couch, you can drag that over to your pull-up bar if you need to. What you can do is drag that over, so I have a stool here, and you're gonna use your feet on the step or the stool. Now you need something high enough so that you can still touch it when you're at the top. So what you're gonna do is just start at the bottom. Now this is something you have to gauge, so it's a little harder than the band because you have to give yourself the extra help, right, with your foot. So starting at the bottom, I'm pushing through my foot, and then I'm gonna pull myself up as high as I can get. Now, obviously your foot wouldn't come off. If you're assisting, you would have a higher stool, but that's why I want you to focus on and just switch legs. And then you're just gonna come all the way down again, keep that foot on, and then pull your way up as you're using your foot to help you lift, right? Now, for some of us that are too tall when we have these bands, we have a couple options. What you can do is just drop this band right in the knee. And this will help you be able to get the full range of motion if your bar's too close to the ground, right? So I prefer one leg when I do it this way. Two legs is just hard to get in. So I just put one knee in. And you're gonna also need more band assistance if you're just doing the knee. And then same thing, you're just gonna go off, one knee's bent. I would keep my other leg straight, and then you're gonna do it that way. So you're still getting the help and you're still getting the full range of motion. If you can and need to, bring that leg up, or if you're tall, then just bring the leg behind you as well. All right, guys? So here we go. We're gonna do 5 minutes, pretty simple, right? 5 sets of pull-ups. Now, when you're doing these strength pull-ups, you want to be hitting 5 sets. So let's go, guys. 5 sets on the minute. So what we're gonna do is you're doing 5 reps and then resting, right? So you're gonna get a little bit of rest in between. So we're gonna do it 5 times, 5 reps each, 4 to 5. You can do 6. We wanna drop that down a little bit. Okay, so following along, guys, here we go. Grab your band or a stool, and 1 minute. So you're in, right now you're doing 5 pull-ups, because that's the number for strength. We don't want to shoot for 12. If we're trying to get one single pull-up, 3 to 5 reps. Here we go, you got it. For me, I'm gonna try to reach my chest all the way up to the bar. There we go. You want to get through these nice and quick. And number 5. Good, and then you just rest. So, first one should still feel tough, but you might be like, okay, that's not too bad. But as you get going with the little rest time that you have, which is 15 seconds, it's gonna get a little harder. Now I'm gonna demo this one for you guys. I'll regress it a little bit. Keep going wherever you're at home. Got about 7 seconds, and I'm gonna show you the stool one. So if I had a stool, this is what I would be doing. 1 foot on, foot down, pulling your way up, pushing through that right foot, and then letting myself down, again, pushing through that foot, trying to get my chin above the bar, coming down. Hands are creeping in. Keep your hands a little wider. There you go. Really push through that foot. Awesome. That's if you're regressing. Then you just rest again. So this time I got a little more rest time, but you want that rest. So good work, guys. Remember, 5 reps. This is how we work towards doing a pull-up. You only want to do a few of them. You want to give max effort as many times as you can. So 10 seconds, guys. If you're using a band, you might even have to start adding a band to it, right? As we get tired. Because this is what? Number 3. I'll show you this guy. 1 foot going in, or you're in. Getting those 5 pull-ups, solid form, guys. Reaching all the way up, arms locked straight at the bottom. Don't compromise for bent arms. You're gonna be the person in the gym doing the real pull-ups all the way down. No halfies. Gotta do the whole thing. Nice work, guys. I like those bands, so it's really helpful. And when you're doing the band, what I want you to focus on doing too is don't swing or let yourself bounce. I want you to go all the way down, hold, up, all the way down, hold, and then back up. All right, we're almost there, guys. You got this. Shake it out. Feel it a lot in the forearms too. All right, here we go. Number 4, I'll do mine. For those of you advanced guys at home, why don't you pick your legs up and get 5. L sit, legs going up. I'm just giving you options for when you want to progress. Keeping those legs up, arms locked at the bottom. Legs staying up, arms locked at the bottom. 2 more. This is good for the core and the stomach. That was 5 for me. Shake it out. Whew. All right, 1 more. This one is tough, man. Got a couple more different style pull-ups to do still. So give yourself some love. You're doing great. This one's gonna be challenging. Got one more. And then you get a rest for a minute. Well, 2 minutes, as long as you need. You can pause it. All right, here we go. Those of you at home, stick with that overhand grip. Last one. Whew. Maybe you're down a band. Maybe it got easier for you. Legs straight, squeeze the quads. Make sure the stomach stays tight the whole time. We don't want any of this going on, right? We're just trying to keep everything squeezed together. That's how we get the core involved. And there's my 5. Shaking it out. Feel my forearms. Big forearm workout. You guys got 20 seconds though. So deep breath. You hear me? Deep breathing. I'm tired. Okay. I've been getting good workouts in. Enjoying it. I'm just letting the time run. You got 5 seconds. Try to get that 5th rep. Even if you dropped a band in between the set, right guys? Good work. Rest it out. Shake. Get some water. And that's a good solid strength set, right? So in that 5 minutes, you should have got about 25 pull-ups, right? 20 to 25, depending if you hit that 5th every time. So that's a really good way to do it. You built up your volume, but you're staying low with the reps. So you're able to focus on that form. So good work, guys. Next thing we're gonna do is start to focus on the negatives or the eccentric motion. So as I mentioned, remember that's gonna be on the way down. So for these, I wanna start working on the underhand ones. So overhand is a little more difficult. A couple reasons why. One, you're gonna use a lot more of your forearm, right? So when I got my bicep up here and I'm doing a pull up, I get all that help from my bicep. Now if I flip it and I go overhand and I do a pull up that way and try to flex, my bicep doesn't wanna work as much, right? It's all in the forearm. So that's where we find a big weakness in our overhand pull-ups. Now, if we do underhand and go slow on the way down, it's also really good to fire up the forearms too, so that's a good way to do it. So let's do those with the negatives. So for negatives, you're either gonna have a band, stool still, or just your body weight. Now, you'll be surprised if you can't do a full pull-up. You should be able to do these though, all the way down. Now, if we have a band, what we're gonna wanna do is get this band under our feet and then jump all the way up to the top and catch ourselves, right? So it's best to have something that's a little higher so you can just kind of step off. So you're gonna go underhand. When we do underhand, we're not going wide. Look at my elbows, looks crazy. That's not gonna feel very good. Hands in front, right in front of the shoulders. You're gonna get more bicep. Then jump into the top. Good, catching yourself, and then slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, all the way to 1, and the arms are straight. You're gonna step back to that stool and do it again. Now with these, we're shooting for 8 seconds. So 6 to 8 seconds, that's your count. You're only doing 3 reps of these, only 3, because we're building it up by going so slow. Now if we have a stool, we can do that same thing. Mine's a little low, so I'll do what I can to show you. You're gonna jump off to it or step off, because your stool is gonna be high enough that you can keep your foot on it. So imagine my foot's on it. So I'm stepping off, hands above, my foot's behind me, and then I'm gonna go slow and use that stool to help myself down. So every time I come down, I'm taking the pressure off with my foot. Now I actually really like this one because you can kind of mess with it and maybe start tapping your foot up and down, so you're just forced to hold yourself for a second, right guys? So if you're ready, if you've gotten enough rest, we're doing that one, going straight into it. So we're gonna do that same type of setup where we're going for 5 minutes and you're gonna shoot for 3 reps between each minute, all right? So not 5, we don't want 5, we only want 3. So as controlled as possible, not 3 seconds on the way down, shoot for at least 6, right? But we're going for 8. Here we go. Under hands, I'm with you. And we're in. So going under hand, jumping up, holding, down slow for 8 seconds, squeezing the stomach, arms all the way straight at the bottom. Really good core workout. Keep the feet to the front. There we go, squeezing tight on the way down. You got it, guys. And then I got one more. Already feel it in my biceps. Number 3, stepping off, nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, shaking it out. Nice work. So that's a 1. So where are we at? 15 seconds. Oh boy. So we're gonna go in again. So you should be about 8, 16, 40 seconds or so into it after you get rest or before you get rest. All right, here we go. Round number 2. Almost fell off the stool. Not doing leg day. So if you're up there and using your leg, remember you're just stepping off, up, one foot's back, using a stool to slowly lower your way down. And the band, Sam Delio, getting that band on, just jumping up to the top. Slow on the way down, trying to keep the legs to the front of the room. Such an important part. We don't want them behind us. The legs go behind, you're stretching out the stomach, right? You don't want to do that. If the legs are back here, pulling on the stomach, we need to do that shift so everything's forward, right? Whew. All right, where are we at, guys? How you doing? I'm getting tired. 3 seconds, okay, back to it. Number 3. All right, so if you can, challenge you guys at home. Going legs up, keep them to the front. Underhand, all the way up. Bring those legs up and down nice and slow. Arms all the way straight. And you'll feel it a lot at the bottom because this part, here to here, is why a lot of people only do pull-ups from here to here. You got it? Second rep if you're in, or third. Challenge yourself. Slow on the way down. Whew. I'm burning. What is this, third set? You got it. Whew. Try to hold that 8 seconds. That wasn't quite 8 for me that time. All right, guys. Going again. 3 seconds. 2. You're in. You might have started without a band and you might need to go to a band. Just squeeze everything together. You can do it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Arms straight as possible at the bottom. You should even be feeling it in the chest. Squeeze everything together at the top. You got it. Hold tight. Whew. What do we got? One more? Come on. You can do it, guys. Here we go. Do the regression that works for you. It's you against you. Oh, the whole time. Nice work. I got 15 seconds this time. That's nice. It's a little more than 6. Rest it out, and I think we've got one more to do. So you got it. Best one yet. Try your hardest. Push through. Start with the hard one. First rep. Hard as possible. Squeeze everything together. Whew. Maybe number 2. Start to make it a little easier so you can get that 8 seconds. I've only got 2 reps left. Slow all the way down. Whew. That's it, last one. You can even challenge yourself a little more, guys. Try to hold at the top. Just for a second. Hold, hold, hold. And slowly going down. That was it. Shake it out. You've got 15 seconds to try to get this last one if you haven't yet. You guys did great. Good job. Damn, that's hard. Dang, that's hard. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on these YouTube videos. 3, 2, and good. Shaking it out. Forearm should be burning a little bit, and you should be that much better at pull-ups already. So we do have a third one we're gonna do, isometric, so rest, get a little bit of water, and we're going right into it. Next one, the last one we're gonna do today is going to be an isometric hold. So what that means is we're just not moving. So a plank, for example, is one of the most common known isometrics. You can also do that with anything. You could do it with a bench press by holding it at the bottom. You could do it with a squat by holding that at the bottom, or what we're gonna do today with the pull-up. So I'm actually gonna give you guys the choice if you wanna work on your overhand pull-ups more or your underhand pull-ups more. You're gonna do either one. So up to you. Now, what we wanna do is we definitely need a stool or something that can help us get up there. Or you can always just jump all the way up to the top, right? That's gonna take a little bit of your energy, but you guys can do that as well. So either overhand or underhand, get nice and close and make sure we have something, and then you're just getting all the way to the top, trying to bring your chin above. Now this way, we're getting time under tension at the full range of motion. Now, super important, right? Because a lot of the time when we get up there, we let ourselves down right away because it's hard. So what we want to do to help get ourselves closer to the top is hold ourselves up there. Now, you can do the same thing by using a stool to keep some pressure off. You could use a band or just hold as long as you can and slowly let yourself down. So close if you're doing underhand and just going in, up, keeping the feet as straight as you can. Now, so important, we're not doing this, bringing the feet this way, feet together and to the front. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing the stomach, and that's it. Just hold tight. It's a tough one. Now, if we need to, we can use that band. Now, same thing, you might need to double up because we're gonna be so much higher that it's not gonna help you as much. So you might need to add a band. So you just put that band under your foot, right? Or the knees, but you should be able to straighten the legs out if you're at the top. And then same thing, all the way up and just hold them tight with the band below your feet. Now, if we're gonna do an overhand one on these, I want you to think hands a little closer with this one, because my goal for you with this is to bring yourself as close as you can to the bar. So the wider we go, it's gonna be a little harder to do that. Also, it's a little harder on the shoulders. So let's keep it a little closer. And then same exact thing, you're gonna try to get the chin above the bar, harder with the overhand to get the chin over, and you're just gonna hold it. All the way up, hold. Maybe we're right here if it's too hard to hold over, right? And with your wrists, it's gonna be what's comfortable. So maybe you pick one that's too close and you need to go a little wider. That's perfect. All right, ready guys? So you're just holding it at the top. Now, band, stool, whatever you're using, hold yourself there, try to get to the 20. If not, let yourself down. I'll let you know about the 20-second mark, all right? So, if you're ready, we're going in 3, 2, holding yourself up at the top. Deep breath. You can watch the time if you want, or I'm dropping it, letting you guys know in 10 seconds, that's your 20-second mark. And 5, 4, 3, 2. So now you're dropping and you're resting for that 40 seconds. Now, something I want you guys to take note of is watch this one here before you go into the next one, is when we're doing these and we're holding at the top, we're gonna try to avoid shrugging our neck, right? So a lot of people have that tendency. Before you get in there, drop those shoulders down, chest out, and then pull up. Good, and you're just holding there with those shoulders pulled down. All right, 10 seconds, guys. Here we go. I'm gonna do this next one with my arms overhand. Go a little closer if you can. Give you the back view. So you're in, you're getting 20 solid seconds. Trying to bring the chin over the bar. You might need to start getting some help soon. I'm shaking. And 3, 2, 1. You're dropping. I need to get that 5 seconds I lost. Didn't want to make you guys go too long. Whew. All right. Nice job. You might even want to switch back and forth. But you're going to feel that tension if you just stick with one. But if you get tired on those forearms, it's always all right to adjust. So if we need, start dropping them, making them easier. You're doing great, guys. I'm going to try to show you one with the band. If we need to, knee can even go in, right? So we're going in about 5 seconds. Whew. This one's hard. So, holding at the top. If you got that underhand one, your arms are nice and close, keeping the feet to the front. You feel a lot in the forearms. That's how we burn it out. Keep in tension. Don't rest your chin on the bar. Although that is a calisthenics move. Squeeze the stomach. You got it, guys. That was 20 seconds right there. And if you have the pull-up bar towards the screen, feel free to watch that guy. All right, got a few more. Whew. And then we're almost there. So we do our strength stuff first during a pull workout or any sort of strength workout. Then we got to do some accessory movements, which I'll show you here in just a second. So deep breath. Get ready for this next one. Oh man, you got it, guys. Here we go. I'm jumping up. 3, 2, 1. Holding at the top. Chin over. Squeezing the stomach. Keep the legs tight. Shoulders down. Good form, guys. You got it. And 2, 1. Dropping down. If you started then, right, if you need, you could have taken a second and then jumped in. All right, I feel it right in my forearm. This is how you get the Popeye arms. But for real, bicep curls are good, dumbbells, but if we really want to target the biceps, you gotta start doing chin-ups. Even if you're using bands, really good one to do. All right, ready, guys? For about 10 seconds, only a couple more to go. Here we go. And, whew, number 5 is it. Then we only got 2 more exercises. Made it through the hard pull day on the bar. Hold tight. If you started at the bell, you only have 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And good. Nice job, guys. I'm gonna hold tight here for a second. If you guys wanted a challenge at home, could have done legs up. See me shake. All right, I think I'm done. Shake it out. Good work, guys. If you're going on this last little bit, you have about 20 seconds. That was awesome. So, forearms should be burning a bit by now. That's your pull day, so you can do that twice, even 3 times a week, depending on how sore that one makes you. 3 seconds if you're still up there on the bar. 2, 1, and you just take some rest, my friend. Shake it out while I show you these next ones and explain why we're doing them. All right, so do a little bit of core because we want to do core at the end. I either like doing it at the beginning of my workout to warm up, or at the end. Sometimes I do both. So at the end, we're going to do an accessory exercise for the pull-up and the other one's for the core, but you're also going to get a lot of your lat engagement, which is really going to help with the pull-ups. So the first one is a scapula pull-up, and what I want you to do with this one, we're just going to shoot for 12 reps. I'm going to follow along with you, and we want to make this exercise as hard as possible. So we could grab a band here, or you can even use the stool if you would like to. So what we're gonna do is jump on the bar or step, grab nicely, hand on the bar, And we're gonna hang down from here. Now, options with the band or the stool, maybe my foot's back, one foot's forward, or just bringing that foot off, right? Now what we can do here is we can either do a dead hang, which is just like this, dropping down, scapula's not active, I'm really just feeling a stretch. Now what we wanna do is activate the scapula and the shoulder blades, rhomboids, back of the body. So how we can do that is just pull down with the shoulder blades and then keep going, as down as you can get. And then all the way, back down, and then back up, and then back down. So you can do these before your pull-ups to make them a little better as well, because you're just stabilizing the shoulder blade. Now, if that's tough, just bring your arms overhead, don't grab a bar, and I just want you to do this. So just start to shrug. If going overhead is too much, you can even get the motion by doing it in front of you, right? You're just trying to move the shoulder blades. So now, when we're doing these, think also about doing a straight arm push down. So if you've ever done a cable straight arm push down or pull down, you have a bar and you're doing this. Bar's up here, pushing down that way. That's kind of the movement that you want to do while you're up there. Now, if you're going to make it more advanced, you're just pulling down and trying to go a little further, right? So you're just trying to get as high as you can into those pull-ups, okay? So that's number one. Number two is gonna be knee raises. Now we're gonna incorporate a little bit of what we just did in with these. So for knee raises or leg raises, you're just gonna have your feet down and just tuck your knees up and then down, right? So that's gonna be the regression. It'll be a little easier. Knees up, feet down, up, and then right back down. Now, when we want to start making these harder, what I want you to focus on today, instead of bringing the legs straight, unless you can do toes to bar, I want you to start tucking your body in. So we're actually going to be up here and bringing the knees up and then trying to tuck up even higher, right? Now we're getting that same scapula strength, which is going to help us when we go to do the pull-ups. So if you wanted to try the really hard version of this guy, you're just trying to pull your body all the way up. So knee tuck, and then follow through with arms, scapula, pulling all the way up, and then all the way down, right? Now that's an advanced version, but that's what you're trying to do when you're using those shoulder blades, all right? So maybe you can get one of those, and then you drop it down, and you make it a little easier, right? All right, so let's do this, guys. We're gonna go on the minute again. We're only gonna do 2 of each because it's an accessory. We'll just do it at the end. We don't wanna hammer them too much because it's something you can do throughout the week. All right, ready, guys? So first one, scapula pull-ups, 1 minute. 12 reps is your goal. And you're in, and we're just going on the minute. Hands are up, maybe you have that band, letting the body go, and then active hang. Squeeze the shoulder blades down, and try to keep the arms as straight as you can the whole time. Don't allow them to bend. There we go, guys. Also, don't let the legs go behind you. We want to keep them in front. Whew. Feel these a lot, right in the shoulders. You should even feel a little bit in the stomach, guys. All right, then you're gonna shake that out. Hands should be getting a little tired. You got a little rest, so that's gonna be 15 seconds for me. And then we're going into those knee raises. Now, whatever version you're at, even if they're too hard, you can do that same thing. Grab a stool, guys. Bring the feet down to the stool. All right, let's go. Feet forward, tucking the knees up. Back down. A lot of people have a tendency to swing. Don't go quick. When you go down, feet go forward again, right? So we don't want to go up and then swing the feet behind us. See how I start to get a swing going? I can correct it just by pointing the toes forward and squeezing the stomach. Whew, shake it out. Hands are getting tired. I don't think I counted. You're doing 12, guys. Don't forget, do all 12. So if you get tired, shake it out, jump back up, Get another 4 or 5, whatever you have left in you. So last 10 seconds, and then we're jumping in, scat pull-ups, last time. Now incorporate these throughout the week. This is something that I want you guys to be able to use other times, not just in this workout. You're in scapula pull-ups. Maybe you have your foot down. I'll show you this one while we're doing it. And you're just pushing through the foot, keeping your arms straight, getting a little help from that leg. Do a few on one, switch the legs, push a little bit, and then you can start to think, lean back and squeeze. So the chest starts going up towards the ceiling. There you go, guys. Couple more. That's good. All right. The last one on those. It's got about another 15 seconds. And then doing those knee raises, trying to get as high as we can. Now that first one is going to be a little better than the last few. So, ready, guys? All right, you're in. Knee raises, last time. Woo! Hands, man. Be a rock climber after this. Hands are on, tucking the knees up. High as you can get them. Maybe try to go for the first one all the way up, tucking those knees, feet down. High as you can get. You got it, guys. Whew, getting tired, getting lower. And then we just start tucking the knees. Sometimes my hands get so tired, I start gripping with my fingers. And then I keep going so I can get the last few. Legs are straight. You got it, come on. A couple more. Suck, maybe even hold for a second. Lay yourself down. When you're done, shake it out. That was good. 5 seconds. 4 if you haven't got through them yet. 3, 2, and you're all awesome. Good work. That's a hard workout. I planned it on my pull day, so I did my muscle ups first and then jumped into this workout. So guys, thank you for that. I am actually pretty happy that you guys wanted a pull-up bar workout, and we're not at my house. I don't actually have a pull-up bar there, but we're at the gym. Same type of setup here. Got the pull-up bar just in between your door. So like I mentioned, throw your knees into one of these bands if you're a little tall and can't touch the ground. One of my clients, I think, Rob, not to call anybody out. All right, so we want to stretch now. So a good stretch, if the hands aren't too tired, is actually a deadhead. So it's a little bit of work, but you're gonna get a big stretch on the lats. So also picking your knees up, kind of like a knee tuck, is gonna make it stretch more. Because if you think about it, our back connected down here, if we bring our knees up, whoop, whoop, we're stretching the side of our body, right? So what we can do is just bring the hands up, and you're just gonna hang. You can even put your feet down on something, take off a little pressure, go side to side. And now if you pick those knees up, even if one foot's down, you should feel it pulling a little bit more on the back. There you go. Hanging down, side to side. Whew. All right, so we got a lot of lats in there and the biceps. So let's get a little bit for that. We're gonna go back behind, stretch these shoulders out, clasp the fingers together, and you're just pulling them back and down. So we're trying to open up the shoulders, push the chest out, squeeze them together. If you need to, bring those palms together. Oh yeah, that's a stretch. Shoulders down. So you guys are awesome. Good pull-up day. Now this is a tough one. It's gonna be something you have to work up towards. Definitely not a beginner style workout, but you can make it that way. Grab a stool. If you have something to use, you can do it. Shake that out. Let's bring the arms up overhead. So we're gonna pull to one side. So we're trying to get into the sides, up in the shoulders. I'm just gonna right hand grab my left wrist, pull all the way over to one side. Don't allow your body to fall forward, guys. We wanna stay lateral. Pane of glass in front of us, behind us. Stay in between them. There you go, shake that out. Let's get that other side, same thing. left to right, overhead, pulling over. Whew. All right, what's next, guys? You tell me. I'm down to do some more follow along workouts. They're pretty fun. Should probably stop walking around. And they get me a little more tired than some of the workouts I do, because I'm just working on handstands all the time, as you know. So good work, guys. You guys are doing great. Please do that workout a few times. I would do it as a program, right? You could do that workout twice a week for 2 months, track where you're at when you started and where you're at the end, see what band you started with, and you'll be surprised on the progress, right? If you're doing something for a year long, like a pull-up, and you're not able to do a pull-up, something needs to be adjusted. So remember, guys, programs, individual programs are always so important and specific, so try to stick with those. If you want more help, I have my online monthly trainer that you guys can join, $39 a month. I do specific programs. You guys get the videos, follow along, or join in on my Zoom workouts. We just did one, Pay What You Can. It was tons of fun. Any of you guys can come and join in on that. So stay safe, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for letting me help you guys out, and I will see you soon.